Welcome to Video 8, Understanding Financial Markets. Our learning objectives are to understand the financial system, list the various types of securities, discuss financial markets, understand the stock market, and describe the global perspective of the financial system. The financial system is the process by which money flows from savers to users. We will begin by describing the financial system and its components in more detail. The financial system is a system between savers, users, financial institutions, and financial markets. As you can see here in the graphic, savers might be households, businesses, or governments, and users would be businesses, governments, and households. Securities are financial instruments that represent obligations on the part of the issuers to provide the purchasers with expected stated returns on the funds invested or loaned. Typically, they are money markets, bonds, and stocks. Money market instruments are short-term debt securities used by governments, financial institutions, and corporations. The issuer pays interest to the investors for the use of their funds. Money market instruments are generally low-risk securities. Bond holders are creditors of a corporation or of a government body. By selling bonds, a firm obtains long-term debt capital. Examples of bonds would be sold by governments, municipalities, and corporations. As we look at the types of bonds available, a prospective bond investor can choose among a variety of bonds. The major types of bonds are summarized here in this table. The basic form of corporate ownership is embodied in common stock. Purchasers of common stock are the true owners of a corporation. Holders of common stock vote on majority company decisions, such as purchasing another company or electing a board of directors. Securities are issued and traded in financial markets. While there are many different types of financial markets, one of the most important distinctions is between primary and secondary markets. In the primary market, firms and governments issue securities and sell them. The secondary market is a collection of financial markets in which previously issued securities are traded among investors. The stock market is an exchange where shares are bought and sold by investors, such as the New York Stock Exchange. The New York Stock Exchange, sometimes referred to as the Big Board, is the most famous and one of the oldest stock markets in the world. The world's second largest stock market, the Nasdaq, is very different from the New York Stock Exchange. It is actually a computerized communications network that links member investment firms. The financial system is more connected than ever. Financial institutions are becoming more global. The financial system, a global perspective. Most all nations have some sort of a central bank. Some examples here are the Bank of Canada, European Central Bank, and the Bank of Japan. The global financial system becomes more integrated every year. Countries' financial systems experience changes. These changes can influence events around the world. Thank you for viewing Video 8, Understanding financial markets.